You're watching
Real English
with
Real Teachers.
Real Teachers.
This short clip you're about to see is part of a full-length episode on the British English podcast.
I was going to start by saying a lot of people think that they get some laughs from Friends, but I don't understand the transition between that and then thinking, oh, this could be a profession. Like, I think I could do this, because it's a big leap to go from just having a little laugh between your mates and then being on stage.
Yeah. Speaking personally, I've never felt like I was the funniest person among my friends.
This is Luke, by the way, from Luke's English podcast.
Like, I've always thought that most of my good friends are a lot funnier than me, and you know, like some people I've known have just been so funny, and I've always thought, oh, I'd love to be funny like them, but they were just funny just with friends and just like going through their lives just being funny people.
Yeah.
But then deciding to actually stand on stage and try and make other people laugh that you don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty weird thing to choose to do in a way. I think actually English teaching is probably part of the reason I decided to do it, because English teaching gave me the confidence to actually be able to stand up in front of other people and talk without feeling completely uncomfortable and nervous. When I first started English teaching, this is to groups of students in classrooms rather than like online sort of one-to-one lessons, but like, you know, in front of a group. When I first started, I was very uncomfortable and very awkward in my skin and never felt relaxed. But it really helped me to gain confidence over time. I just became more and more relaxed and more comfortable being in front of a group of people. And I'm not saying that as a teacher, I was always trying to make my students laugh, because you shouldn't really do that as a teacher, you know. But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's helpful to kind of lighten the moment or to keep people motivated. It can be useful to, like, you know, add bits of humour, touches of humour to a lesson. Yeah. And there were some moments when I thought, I'm getting better at making people laugh, and I thought, you know, I'd like to try and do this. And I've always wanted to do comedy. I've always been interested in it. But I went to see stand-up comedians and thought, oh, I'd love to be able to do that. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh, well, that's an interesting moment. You've looked at them and you've thought, oh, I want to do that, because that's for most people, they don't think that. I look at a comedian and I think never, but that's amazing.
It's a bit like when I go and see live music. Like, part of me just can't enjoy it fully because I'm thinking, I want to be on the stage. I want to be part of that. I don't want to be just enjoying it. I love it. It's amazing. But I don't know, for some reason, part of me is just like, I should be doing that or up there with those guys. You know, when can I have a go?
Yeah. When's it?
So I don't really understand. Yeah. I don't really understand where that comes from. Because I don't really want to be the center of attention.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah, you don't seem to be too egocentric.
No, it's... I mean, some people probably become comedians because they do want to be the center of attention. But I don't feel like when I'm with other people, I always want to be, you know, the one that everyone's listening to and the one that's making everyone laugh. I'm quite happy to just sort of like be a bit more shy, in fact, in social situations. But it's more just, I think that, like, making people laugh is amazing. It's so wonderful. And if you come up with funny ideas, you want to try them out. You want to see if they work.
Yeah.
And so the way I did it was actually, so I was seeing a girl at the time, and she thought I was funny. So I had been making these little videos, these stupid little comedy videos of various things. Okay. And I showed them to her. And she thought, oh, these are really good. You're funny. You should do this workshop that I know about.
Oh.
So there are these like stand-up comedy workshops that you can do. And so I joined this workshop. It's run by a comedian called Logan Murray, who is not one of the like well-known people you see on all the game shows and things, but he has worked with people like Richard Herring and who else? Greg Davies and who's the Welsh guy? Welshman always speaks like this, very gruff. The only Welsh accent I can do is Rod Gilbert. That's it, Rod Gilbert. You know him?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes,
so
yes.
he worked with him as well. He works with lots of comedians and helps them to write material and helps them, you know, with their comedy skills. And he runs these workshops called the Absolute Beginners Comedy Course or something like that. And so this girl was like, you should do this. And I was like, well, okay. I think maybe I just needed someone to give me that push. I wouldn't have had the initiative to do it myself. But because she told me to do it, I was like, yeah, all right, I will.